I got loyalty, got royalty inside
This is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather die than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation, your DNA an abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, freaking through the cameras, eating $4, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on the Monday, stretching to November, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate, sex, money, murder, these are the breaks, these are the times, level number 9, look up in the sky, Kenneth on the way, Kenneth on the way, Kenneth on the way, motherfucker, I got winners on the way, you ain't shit without a buddy on your belt, you ain't shit without a ticket on your plate, you ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself, you ain't bitch enough to hit the ladder skate, tell me when destruction gonna be my fate, gonna be a fate, gonna be a fate, peace to the world, let it rotate, sex, money, murder, our DNA.
You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Yo,
we back at it.
That shit had me ready to like remix the Migos and be like, "This is the
Oh.
dance of the cucumber."
Oh my goodness! Already see what time this nigga's about to be on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, you already know who it is. We back once again. Sucio Boyz in the building. Episode 107. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing it, moving and grooving. We got the absolute.
Wait a minute.
What's happening?
I'm finna get egregious now. I've been picking on white women for the last 2 weeks. You nigga bitches is finna get it right now. Because y'all are on the internet saying that Travis Kelce fumbled the bag after he left that black woman for Taylor Swift.
Y'all don't know these people. Why are we doing this?
Dre, chill out. First of all, where did that nigga fumble the bag? That white woman is worth $700 million. I don't give a damn if you put all the black women in front of me. I'm choosing $700 million. I don't give a fuck how bad you are as a black woman. That white woman has $700 million and she went after a white man. I don't understand it. Like, how did he fumble the bag if he left a black woman for a rich ass white woman? Because I'm gonna do that every single time. You fumble the bag if you don't go. Like, your woman is the bitch you left is half naked doing a swimsuit modeling, and this white woman Taylor Swift is 700 M's up. And all she got to do is stand on stage for 2 hours.
Yo, I can't.
I think he picked the best white bitch he could.
I guess in the lottery.
I don't think it's in her wheelhouse her dating wheelhouse. But the day that Taylor Swift dates a nigga, we're gonna find out how racist her fan base are. We're gonna find out real fucking quick. I mean, like I said, I don't think. Oh man, it's in her wheelhouse, but
she used to mess around with Calvin Harris. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from what we've seen publicly dating, but again, we don't know these people. Nor do
she
we
fucks with our music. I don't know if she fucks with us though.
Listen, we about to get in the topic off of didn't even do the intros type shit. But for real, I'm with Sloan. Like, come on, man. Y'all have no idea if that girl was a headache. It was a bunch of other dudes that was you don't know any of the things that he had to deal with this person,
and that goes for anybody.
Don't matter
we
what
don't know
to deal with.
We don't know these people.
He went from a no-name broke bitch to the richest pop star in America. Is that?
This is like when niggas were tripping over Russ and Sierra. When Russ left that one donkey looking bitch on draft day and got with Sierra, people were always like, people could not understand why Sierra would leave Future.
I got a perfect comparison. I got a perfect comparison. What is it? Well, take away the dudes, all the shit he had to go through, but Jonathan Majors and Megan Good.
Yeah.
Right? No name white chick that he was dating that nobody knows.
Still nobody knows.
Yeah, right. I don't even know if she's still in the country. And then like on the list of black women that he could be with and dating, Megan Good sits at the top in a lot of people's like list. So it's the exact same thing. Like Travis Kelce in regards to that, but like what are y'all doing? Y'all are goofy.
Well, you know what's kind of funny though? The cool thing about Megan Good, like you really don't be hearing about her like that. Like she doing her own thing. She just keeps it. She's unproblematic. She keeps it to herself. You never hear about nonsense with her. All people that worked with her, for the most part, have all nothing but good things to say to her. I can understand it. I can see that. See, that's at the end of the day. I think that's what a lot of us men want: pain and headache-free circumstances and situations.
And if we really talking about femininity, I don't even know if I said that fucking word right, but why would y'all be sexualizing this black woman and all that she has to offer is just looks? I mean, if we really talking about it,
let me be quiet, because man, yeah, the niggas, everything is jokes until you get on their ass about it. Until you get on their ass about shit. Oh, it's a joke. I'm just doing it for the timeline. No, nigga, don't joke like that.
Who?
Don't joke like that. Period. Anybody. Like niggas be getting off in their ass and they be like, man, I was just joking. Oh. It was a joke. I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. I'm not trying to hear that shit. These jokes be too serious.
Yeah.
These jokes only come out when
only a joke when niggas get their feelings hurt.
Bro, it's only a joke when like people be trying to hate low key. Because let me tell y'all something. I'll tell y'all something. And I don't give a fuck if the person who hear this, they know I'm talking about them. But I was working at the post office. And it was this one skinny white girl. She took this thick black girl's man. How you let a real thin white woman take your man and you this big thick black girl and all of that shit, and that nigga left you for a beanpole? It's not what you look like, it's what you can do.
Right.
It's what you offer. Do you offer me peace? Do you offer me security? Or do I got to deal with all your insecurities, baggage, and all that other old shit? Why are we even talking about that? Man, my bad for bringing this up.
Yeah, we gotta get to it. We didn't even do the intro.
Man, listen,
we didn't even do the intros yet.
My bad. It's just
you good, dog?
These nigga bitches get on my nerves, man.
Let it cook.
Like
let that shit cook.
It's just these nigga bitches get on my nerves. Just because I'm black don't mean I gotta date you or I gotta date black. Like half the time these bitches don't even be dating black. Don't be lusting after other races and nationalities and then look at us wrong when we date white women and we date outside our race. Bitch, you ain't want us either.
Oh yeah, they'll talk shit about you, like, and then classify a whole group of people. But if you do it to them, then it's, well, that was just the individual. Well, wait a minute, you spent the majority of your life on the internet talking about a hot, like the entire field, when literally it's you and your accountability. You pick the nigga that you got done dirty by. You pick the nigga that took all your money. You pick the nigga that didn't treat you a certain way. Then y'all materialize the shit, and then you wonder why the niggas with absolutely no credibility or character, and all they want to win you with is the stupid shit that you set as an expectation. Y'all bitches do bare minimum shit and then expect to be treated like fucking Jasmine off of Aladdin. Bitch, go play in traffic.
Backwards.
You know what? I got something for you niggas. We gonna run this shit back. You know what I'm saying? Bob and fucking Weave out here.
Okay, let's go. I just want to speak like some.
Run this shit back. Let's go. 107 to Sucio Boyz.
Out here, you got a bob and weave. I know I was popping when the op said he proud of me. My girl fucked another nigga while we was in love. That's why I don't believe a bitch once he said she down for me.
Out here, you gotta stick and move. Even as a baby, I was making plays in the womb. I sent a women's basketball player hella nudes. I don't give a fuck if it was spirit, bitch, I got flu.
It's your drink collab, BFB and Zach Fox. I'm fat and funny built, so don't ask me why my crack out. She want Ocean Prime, but I took the bitch to Black Rock. My uncle mistreated me, that nigga smoking crack now. When it come to STDs, whew, I'm the mascot. I'm up 400.
Hey, that's crazy, bro. I would not have put that in the track. Okay. Oh my goodness. Calm it down, fellas. Listen, y'all got an extra part of some Sucio Boyz slang. Shit, that might be something for somewhere. You know what? We giving all this, y'all pause. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if I may introduce to you a man blessed by God, the richest nigga in the South by Southwest. Always dressing in Sunday's best, saying all the wild shit like you just heard with his whole motherfucking chest. Y'all know him, y'all love him. And if I may bring to the stage, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Sloan Kettering. Sir, how are you and how do you do?
Man, I'm good. You know, I'm just out here chilling, you know, inebriated and educated. Just the big homie Sloan Kettering, Scott Daddy's favorite, aka Lord of the Sugarfoots.
Lord have mercy.
Petasaurus Rex, the most dangerous of the Petasaurs. The Great Value Zach Fox, the High Chief Petty Maivia, you know, Trody Rhodes, Dean Trelinko, Trollman Reigns, Dab Judah, Dab Jetson. And if I got a Dr. Dabber product in my pocket or in my hand, you know, you can call me Latrell Smokewell because we be choking. Mr. L1R1XO, and I'm up out there jam. If you play Madden with Vic on the cover, my people, you already understand. Touchdown! And I'm always trying to score.
Guess what, bitch?
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Love it. Well, cousin, welcome in. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, if I can direct your attention to the black corner. Yeah. All right, then we're going to get right into it.
Go get me a drink.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
Sure enough.
Shogun.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A-Hun, the number one Shogun, number one rule in the universe. Protect your neck at all times. Otherwise, I come through with shit clean, if you know what I mean. Listen, One Punch Man with a tan next to you, tan liquor stand. If you was outside for the 99 and the 2000s, you would already understand. I was out here bagging aunties on accident. I apologize in advance. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Pablo Baldini slide tackling niggas into the fourth row. Listen, sir, I got all ball. You don't even need to make a call. You know what I'm saying? Pele with the AK letting that whole thing spray from outside the 18, if you know what I mean. Like to put them shots in the upper 90 because that's where I like to place them bitches. Double entendre, don't ask me how I did it. You know what I'm saying? Master Bruce with the bubble goose, letting all this shit get loose. Nunchucks, back pocket. Don't make me pull them. You're going to have to pop lock and drop it. Listen, it's your boy, the Shogun swashbuckler of the high trees, Captain Jack Sparrow No Hose. You know what I'm saying? Petty Gordo on the beach with Master Screech. Shit. You know what? Petty Pie May, I don't play. Practicing all disciplines of Petty. And y'all know him. Y'all love him. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the reigning, the undisputed 333-time Pettyweight champion of all that I survey. Universal, you dig? It's your boy, Petty Guerrero. DJ, hit my motherfucking drop. All right, then listen, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. If I may introduce to you, in the white corner, we have the destroyer of dairy, the sultan of saltines. We got a man that always likes to put almond milk in his almond joys. This has now become the favorite part of the Sucio Boyz intros. We apologize, Marty. You have been stepped off to the side, ladies and gentlemen. If I may introduce to y'all a man that needs no introduction, but he gonna get one any fucking way. Host of two of the episode or shows on the C.D.B multimedia C.D.B network, Drelax podcast, and also the Aim High podcast. But when he gets here, he gets egregious, and he will always be the most egregious nigga on the internet.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Ruckus, you would make him proud. I tell you what. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Dr. Dre Doom in the building. Sir, how are you? Welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Through. Yes, sir. It's the starting milk guard of the cream team. Draymond Cream is in the building. Milky Guerrero. Leche World Order. Yeah. It's the Prince of Pasteurization. Yeah, they call me Milky Legendary Super Saiyan. I am Ash Milkum. Gotta milk them all. The Quad Father. Up Truck Daddy. Darko Day Milko. The Squat Sultan. Milk now. Milk forever. Don't you dare be sour. Drizzy Lax is here to bring the milk hour. You already know. Heavy Lax and the boys. And last but not least, I am the Milk Zerd of Oz.
Oh, wow. No, he did not. You know what?
What did you say, nigga?
Did he hit him with the Prince of Pasteurization, though?
I did.
He did. Oh, my goodness.
Listen. The Milk Zerd of Oz is a great one.
The Milk Zerd of Oz.
I also called myself the starting milk guard of the cream team.
Nigga.
One of these days we're gonna get
that. Yo,
one of these days.
Watch like some almond milk company come out of left field. You know what? We love what you're doing.
The oat milk brands are like, we really want to help elevate your podcast.
Listen, you ever tried goat's milk?
What?
That shit gets you right.
The legendary Super Saiyan is crazy.
Listen, we know this is an adults only podcast, but have you ever seen the effects of goat's milk to your specimen? Like, wait a minute. This nigga started
the Leche Dairy Super Saiyan. That is crazy.
That is absolutely insane. Fellas, it's good to see you. Welcome back. How are you? How do y'all do? Sloan, how was your weekend, sir?
My weekend was it was cool, man. You know, the homie Ill Fam 79 was in town. Oh shit. Y'all can't even see what I'm saying. The homie Ill Fam 79 was in town. We went out this weekend. Hung out with him and his wife a few nights. Basically, shit, I did drugs and drank.
You know what? I was surprised to see you out on Bourbon Street after dark.
Yeah, you know, that's my rule. I violated my rule for my mans. He came in town, so they wanted to go to Bourbon Street, and I told them, like, I only go during the day, but they went around like 5, 6 o'clock, so I had slid out there to meet them. But it did get a little dark out there. Before it got good and dark, I was gone. Yeah, I will get the fuck up out for Bourbon Street in a heartbeat.
Don't stay in the French Quarter. Man.
Dude, you gotta kick it with us, man. You gotta kick it all, nigga. I'm finna go home, bye.
Well, sir, I'm very glad that you had a good weekend with fam. Shout out to fam for coming through and kicking it with, Cuzzo. Dre, how are you, sir? How was your weekend?
Busy. families in town for the funeral. So, unfortunate circumstances bringing everybody together. But that was cool. It was good, nice to see everybody get that kind of like time to spend with everybody. The Archers won the PLL championship. So those of y'all that listen to the Drelax podcast, you're gonna hear me in my absolute bag because I've been waiting for this day for 5 years.
Absolute
5 years. I honestly, it made me real happy. So like my grandparents have always supported my lacrosse endeavors, and so the Archers was one of the that's the team I was a fan of, and I was looking at lacrosse one time with my grandpa, and he was like, "Oh, look at them!" He's like, "They're the same color as the Broncos," and I was like, "Yes, this is the Archers." And so that was the team that he always enjoyed, and so them winning, I was like, he'd have loved this.
Wow. Well, since the Denver Broncos got their backs blown in by the
70-20, and Vance Joseph still has a job. You cannot lose 70-20, and you as the fuck ass defensive coordinator do not get fired. You bald fuck. I'm so pissed.
Wow. Why did
you look like a fucking milk dud? And he still has a job.
Wow.
He looked like emaciated little Bill. And he still has a
bald nigga slander, my nigga.
Oh no, I love my bald niggas, but still, I just, it was the first thing I could think of when I thought of Vance Joseph.
Bowling ball, like God.
I swear to God. But fuck Vance Joseph. And I can't. And last time I tweeted "fuck Vance Joseph," didn't even mention him, but I tweeted "fuck Vance Joseph." John Elway blocked me on Twitter. Fuck John Elway. But anyway, nonetheless, minus CU getting stomped out by Oregon, which was expected, and the Broncos just not showing up to work.
The whole state of Colorado just got bodied this weekend. That's crazy.
It was a cool weekend, nonetheless.
Man, well, love to hear it. Love to hear it, brother. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really do shit this weekend. About to go back to work, because I'm cleared. So that's pretty much been the gist of it. Also too, got a chance to meet up with Mike this week, or this weekend, and we are recording a special project for a little girl.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this. So, really just shout out to my boy Kyle, who's helping me with the project and like some of the editing. Not our Kyle, but Kyle Can, good buddy of mine with Framework Features. So he's helping me with the editing. But
y'all doing it in person?
Already done. So we've already shot everything. Now it's just on edit, and I did pretty much all of it on my phone. So I can't wait until it drops, and shout out to Mike, shout out to Jimmy Calhoun as well.
Yes, shout out to the real Mike Deal. He's the real deal. That's what I told him. That's what I started calling him when we were in Orlando. I called him the real deal.
I'm telling you, man. Mike is such a good dude, a genuine dude, and it's funny because like my kids were there as well, and he's running around with like all these kids, and he's like, what do you need from me? Like, what do you? I was like, bro, this is it. Like, we got it. Like, and everybody's just like, wait, what? With your phone? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I know exactly what I need in my. Like, so I had already had everything planned out pretty much on the shot, and I think we were able to get everything done probably in about 45 minutes.
When I think of the phrase excellence in all you do, Mike is the first person that like comes to mind, because like whatever it is that's going on, he just wants it to be as executed to the best as it possibly can. Like, I had to assure him during the strongman competition, like, because he was feeling like he wasn't sure if he was meeting everybody's like needs, or if everybody's having a good time, or if I was enjoying it. I was like, dude, this has been great. I'm like, dude, you gotta chill. Like, you're doing
and
great.
That's the thing too, is like I didn't realize how much like input he had on the adaptive side, right? So not only is he like does he compete, but we sat down a little bit. I think it was like Friday, and he was working, and we just sat and we were chatting, and just the amount of things that he was involved in that weekend, aside from participating, but also making sure that like all of the adaptive athletes have everything that they need, so that the competition runs smoothly. So I completely
they changed
understand.
the whole event. Like they changed so many things about a whole event just so everybody could do it. Because he was like, we have to fix this. He's like, this person is gonna like have a hard time getting it done. And they just switch certain things around. It was like I had a newfound respect for all the athletes that competed, but especially of Mike, just because like as someone that is a trainer, it is really hard training for a competition to compete while also being a trainer. Just like I'm sure it's hard to help run a competition smoothly while you're competing in that same competition. Like it's
so, and what's crazy, I think he's got one coming up too. I don't remember where the competition is.
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to the World's Strongest Firefighters one that's in Columbus. I'm not sure if he's going to that.
Yeah, shout out to, again, if you get a chance, go back and listen to the Aim High episode with Mike Deal. And you'll really get a like at least a glimpse of how involved this man is in like strongman comps, but also with like adaptive athletes and wanting to help. So long story less long, we are trying to we're working on a project where we're trying to raise some money for a young lady, a little girl who you know, she's an amputee, but she wants to play soccer. So unfortunately her insurance won't cover the specific prosthetic that'll allow her to play the sport. So when she does play it, she's playing in like a regular prosthetic, and you could see as she was playing, and she was still like out there just kicking ass, man. But that project is on its way, so I'm super excited to be a part of that. But we're getting long in the tooth, fellas. I got a couple topics for you.
You said we getting long in the tooth. I was like, damn, already it's over. All right, guys, we'll holler.
Flo was like, oh, I guess we're wrapping up.
Sleep that long?
This has been another episode. No, I'm kidding. All right, so all throughout the weekend, while having good conversation with people, also you realize some of the conversations that you have with people that maybe stay in the same place. You see that your alignment's off. So the topic is like unprocessed trauma. Now I got a couple questions for you. Like number one, not necessarily directed towards you, but maybe in instances where you've had conversation with people and you see that there's unprocessed trauma. First things first, who is responsible for that trauma? And I will then ask the second question, because I think this is just as important. Like, for instance, if someone comes to you and let's say they want to vent or anything like that, then should that now become your responsibility? And if it does become your responsibility, are you valid in offering a solution? So for instance, I know.
So is it like, let me make sure I'm understanding this right. So is it one of those things where like if somebody is just talking to you about something that's like been on their mind or that's been weighing them down, and they're like unintentionally
somebody's going through it, and they've talked to you enough times to where you've maybe listened, and when you provide some type of input or I guess point of view from a secondary perspective, then they take it as a slight. So in that aspect, is the responsibility yours, or should it just only remain theirs and you're just they're supposed to listen, or you can't give any advice in that situation?
Well, when it's one of my friends coming to me about something that like has been bothering them, like a frequent issue and stuff like that, depending on the seriousness of it, I usually like to ask, hey, am I listening, or am I giving like my POV on the situation, or my take, or what, like any advice? That way, like off the rip, I know what's going into it. So like if I'm just listening, I just listen until they ask me like what they think. But if you put me in a position where you say, hey, I can give you feedback, or hey, you want to know my thoughts, I'll give you my thoughts. I'll try to put it as I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, but I'll put it as like constructively as possible. Like I'm not gonna be out here and be like, hey man, you're a fucking loser or some shit like that. I'm gonna be like, hey, so here's what I would do in your situation, or okay. One of the first things I do when somebody's coming to me with something, I make sure that they don't feel that their feelings don't feel invalidated, because no one likes when their emotions or their way of thinking feels like invalidated.
Got
like
you.
I now that's now obviously that's within reason. So like obviously I go, hey, I can understand how you would feel that way. That's the first thing I say, because for some reason when you use the phrase, hey, I completely understand, or hey, I can understand, people just their walls, their little defensive walls just usually go down. And so I always just say, hey, I can understand how you can feel that way. And then I try to usually play devil's advocate. I like to go like, okay, but on the flip side, do you feel like they saw it this way, or that they took it this way, or was there something that could have mitigated this from happening, stuff like that.
Got you. Sloan, does that maybe add some clarity to the question a little bit?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm still lost.
All right. So let me place it like this. If their auto response maybe comes off as defensive, if in that regard, is that responsibility theirs? Like their autoimmune, right? So that unprocessed trauma, when they come to you, like, should you bear that responsibility and take it as a slight, or do you understand like, hey, you need to take ownership of that response, because I can't give you the right constructive criticism that'll help you in this situation. Otherwise, you just want me to listen to you. Basically, I'm just posing it to where it's like some people will come to you to ask for advice, but it's more like they want you to sound barrier to them.
That's what most people want, is you to sound barrier for them and just tell them they're right.
People love echo chambers.
So in that regard, isn't that like you're taking on a responsibility, but you're adding to more trauma?
It's more of one of those things where like a lot of times folks have a decision like so okay, let's put it like this. Say for example, your friend goes like your friend wants to buy this fucking Charger or this Dodge or this fucking Challenger, and they go to you and they go, hey, should I get this like challenge? Should I get this car? Like XYZ, give you all their reasons, and you give them the validation they're looking for. And you're like, oh yeah, you should totally get that. They were already wanting to get this car. They were just looking for you to confirm what they wanted to do. So then they felt more confident in making that decision.
Right. So it's almost, and that's maybe where I'm placing it. I'm trying to be as discreet and dance around this as much as possible. So my apologies if I'm not articulating this as well as I should. But I feel like you bear some responsibility if you enable. At least if I am not the person that's venting, but I'm the person that is being vented to, and this person venting to me only wants me to basically just resonate how they feel and validate that, of course, but it's like, I know that something's not getting fixed. So I feel like I bear some responsibility that I'm doing them a disservice as a friend to them. And for real, I can't. So like, as we were having the conversation, because y'all know I was going off, it was just like, I can't be polite about this, but I'm trying to explain this in the most polite way possible. Have y'all ever run into that situation? It sounds like you might have. If so, what was your ultimate like final straw of like, all right, fuck it?
So we've all had that friend that is just in the most shitty, well, from the outside perspective, it's the most shitty relationship. Like you see them in this relationship, they're always complaining about this person. They're always talking about like you only ever hear the bad shit. You never hear any good shit from the person. So you only ever hear the bad shit. And you're sitting here, and after like a few times or like months of this going on, you're like, why are you still with this person? Like, leave. And but like, and like it gets to a point where like they just keep like coming to you about this person and just talking about how like they don't get treated right, they're shitty or like whatever. And at a certain point, you're just like wanting to be like, dude, either y'all break up or I don't want to hear this shit anymore, because this is like time 150 of me hearing about how homegirl don't like text you back or doesn't communicate well, or how dude's mom don't like you and that's putting a strain on your relationship or some shit. Like it's shit like that.
I like that callback too, because that was a callback from an older episode where Sloan was saying that like a lot of times, especially in maybe female peer groups, a guy is more than likely the friends group is more than likely only hearing negative things.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Foreshadowing, Sloan. I like how you did that like fucking 10 episodes ago, my nigga. That's crazy. How the hell did you know we was always gonna be out here and having to give terrible fucking relationship advice? All right. So I think that pretty much just kind of covers where I was at mentally. Listen, again, to said friend, I can't take any more. I got too much shit to do. And to be quite honest, yeah, who gives a fuck?
But
Like,
but in terms of your original question, when it said who was responsible for your trauma, I think that answer has two folds.
okay.
Because it's one of those things where, okay, so for me, I would say I wouldn't say I have like trauma per se, but I have like responses rooted in trauma
Or an experience.
or
Yeah.
experience. But I also know that the people I encounter throughout my day-to-day life are not responsible for any of those like trauma alarms or responses going on. It's also my responsibility to do the work and work through it so that I can grow as a person. Because if you sit here and you're like, oh, my dad wasn't in my life, that's why I don't know how to tie a tie. I say this because I've literally said this because that's exactly me. But you don't take effort to learn how to tie a tie. You can't sit here and just blame your dad for not being around because you don't know how to fucking tie a tie.
Okay, so you already beat my question, but it's so basically, is it after a certain point, if you don't do anything with it, now you bear the weight of the responsibility of the trauma?
Well, when you're an adult, because like as a kid, you don't have much control of damn near anything. You are in situations that life or your parents place you in. And you know, you like, again, hindsight's 2020. I like to believe the best in people, and I would like to believe that most parents that are actually trying their best to do right by their kids, I would like to believe it, whether I know it's not always the case. And so I feel like, you know, hindsight's 2020 with that ones. But as kids, whatever trauma your parents left you with, yeah, you can definitely tell them like once you're able at an age where you can articulate your feelings better. Because I know it's very hard for kids to advocate for themselves. But once you're older and you can advocate for yourself, it's completely fine to sit down with your parents, or even just when something comes up, talk to your parents and be like, hey, XYZ affected me in the following ways, and these are some things that I like deal with now. I'm not saying this to like put you responsible or hold the blame for you, but I'm just letting you know how this is, because this is part of my healing journey.
All right, new scenario. Let's say there's person X and person Y. Person X and Y are in a relationship. Person X treats person Y terrible. And they have a long relationship, but then after a certain point, person Y starts to find partners similar to person X. Right. So let's say it's a young lady. She has a bad experience in a relationship with a guy, but after a certain point, is it like traumatic response on her part that she starts to find similar guys that she is in relationships with?
I'm gonna let Sloan go first because I have a theory about like when it comes to like dating and relationships. Like it's actually a fun theory, but I'm gonna let Sloan go first.
Bitch, go to therapy. That's all I got for you, Chief. Bitch, go to therapy because you're gonna continuously pick the wrong person until you figure out why you're picking the wrong person.
Oh,
so bitch, go to therapy. Heal first.
Bitch, go to therapy. Oh, damn, we need to put that on shirts. That should be the episode title. Bitch, go to therapy.
Yeah, got it. That's
bitch, go to therapy. Heal first, and then you can go from there. You just can't be out here living it up and trying to go from one failed relationship to the next without taking time out to figure out why these relationships keep failing. And you want to know the common denominator in all those relationships?
You,
bitch,
and your failures.
Hayachinga way.
I was about to say, so I was telling one of my friends while we were at the gym together, I was like, I have a theory that until you get to the point where you like find the person that you're just with permanently, I strongly believe that every person you get involved with lead up until the point where you find your like forever person or whatever is a reflection of the first person you dated. And what I mean by that is as you move on from that first relationship and you go on further down your little relationship journey, the people you date afterwards have less of the negative and less desirable qualities that first person had. And you basically get a more and more upgraded version. The personalities are going to be different and the goals and the other things will be different. But if you look at all the people you've dated in your life up until the point with the person that you're currently with and stuff, and you think about the qualities or the personality traits and stuff, you'll find a lot of similarities. I mean, I had to tell her, I was like, girl, you were not into your ex-boyfriend. You were into a reflection of your previous ex. Because that's what I had to tell her. I was like, you were not into that man. You were into a reflection.
What about if like you have someone that tries to date opposite of what they have in the past, and they know this is what they need, or something like that, but they cause chaos? Are those ripple effects?
Have I ever told you about how people that are used to being treated like shit in relationships, the biggest thing that they don't know how to handle is when someone is genuinely caring and like is actually like treats them how like with some like a semblance of decency, and they like don't know how to handle it. And so what they do is they like self-destruct that relationship because they just don't know how to handle that. Like that's not something they're used to.
Got it. So ultimately, that's where a person has to take over the responsibility of whatever trauma has befallen them before. Like, even if they were in whatever case in that relationship, it didn't work out or whatever, their autoimmune response is to sabotage anything that doesn't feel like that.
Because so they're like this. It's one of those "this is too good to be true" things. Like they're waiting for the punchline, but like there is no punchline. This person actually is like decent, and like you're used to being putt kicked like Randy Orton in 2009, and now that you're being treated nicely, you're just like, wait, I missed the putt kicks. I need this.
Like, oh wow, what's the meme of the little white kid where he's like, wow,
yep,
this is amazing.
Yeah,
it's you on the meme of the chick on the bike, and then all of a sudden she stick a stick through the stick there,
and she's like, oh, and she's like, darn it, and she blames what
Look what men made me do. The fuck,
dude, it's like I always say, if it wasn't for therapy and a great therapist, I would not be the person that I am today. I had to work through a lot of shit to get to how I am now.
Marijuana. Actually, it helped me a lot.
And it still fucks some of these niggas out here.
Yeah, of course. But it's weird because we ultimately got to where the common denominator came from. So where this original topic came from. All right. So let's move on. We got more to it. And speaking of relationships, right? Fellas, got a question for y'all. This one comes by way of Keys. This is a two-parter as well. First,
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Keezus. Shout out to my man Keezus.
Shout out to the sponsors. I don't think we shouted them out.
We did not yet. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out 710 Labs.
Yup. Shout out Dr. Dabber. You know what I'm saying?
Bel Air Champagne,
my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sexual Chocolate Factory. And also shout out to Grow Gang Inc. Sorry, my ankle is swelling less, but it's now become itchy because of all the ice around it. All right, anyway.
Shout out to the listeners. We couldn't do this without y'all.
Hey, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? On a pogo stick. Pause. I don't know. Everything is pause worthy. Anyways, fellas.
All right, Magic Mike over here.
Hey yo. Listen, old Dirty Locksmith, shout out to him for getting us this two-part question. Anyways, this is how it goes. First and foremost, first question, do standards change as you get older? I'm assuming this has to do with relationships, because the second question that he asks is, do you settle for anything? Or like, do you settle for what you can get?
In what aspect of relationships or just life?
Sir, you can spin that however you want to.
So, well, he had a thought, so I was ready.
Yes. Your scoot up to the microphone.
Oh,
yes, your standards change, and
as you get older.
Yeah, as they should. I mean, if you still got the same standards as you did when you were 16 at 36, you got a problem. If you still got the same standards at 56 as you did at 36, we still have a problem, because that means you're not growing. The second part of that question, can you repeat that, sir?
Yes, I can. So do you settle for anything, or what you can get, or settle for what you can get? Like, in essence, basically just settling for what you can get. I think you reworded this.
I think most people settle.
Ooh. Elaborate if you could.
Because your mate might have 8 or 7 out of the 10 things you're looking for. So you settle for the 7 out of the 8, 10 things you're looking for, because you're realistically knowing that you're not going to find a person that has everything that you're looking for. You know,
this is also known as the 80-20 rule.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Yep. Well, so is it more so, instead of compromising, which I think a lot of people misunderstand, is like they assume that their standards have to drop off in some way, shape, or form.
Compromise isn't even a bad term. We saying it like it's a bad term. I mean, the word, like, one of the greatest compromises is what started to give us rights.
Well, that's ultimately, especially for us three men in this conversation, a lot of times people are saying, which, you know, Sloan, shout out to you, happy wife, happy life.
I don't say that shit.
No, that thing's bullshit.
No. I know you don't say it, but what I'm merely saying is a lot of people,
the societal phrase, yes,
societal phrase is happy wife, happy life, whereas it's happy spouse, happy house from your perspective. And I think a lot more that women are unpacking that word compromise as if, or like submission, or do as you have to take a step back and be less, right? Or you have to like stand behind rather than like stand beside.
See, there was one lady, and I would love to play the clip if I could find it. I can't find it right now, but she was talking about how a lot of people go and operate on like marriage with this idea that marriage is 50-50, and she's like, it's really not. She's like, some days you got 70 and your partner got 30. Some days
right.
you got 60, they got 40. And then some days, like it's give and take. It's like I always got taught the 80-20 rule is the most undefeated rule of life, because in life, you're never gonna find 100% of what you need and what you're looking for. You are at most gonna get 80% of what is your ideal scenario. And you know what? That is okay, because if you got everything, it would be perfect, and nothing in life is perfect. It's a fucked up world we live in.
Do y'all think that some people's expectations
way too damn high, like the rent?
I was going to say, you think their expectations actually weigh down their growth?
I think it depends on what stage in life the person is at, and also kind of their upbringing, because if you look at it, a lot of people that have had a sheltered life, or like a conflict absent life, are oftentimes some sheltered ass people, where they view the world through these rose-colored glasses, and trying to get them to see reality for what it is often very difficult. And same thing with emotionally immature people. People that, like, that phrase, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can tell somebody all what they need to do that's going to make them a functional adult, but if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. It's not going to happen. And you just can't hold yourself responsible for that.
I was going to say too, so let's flip this and not just make it relationship, but in regards to like standard of living. So Sloan's quote, if you're familiar with it, actually, he's quoting Muhammad Ali.
Better white bitches. Oh.
Yeah. I don't think Muhammad Ali said that. But he's quoting Muhammad Ali, right? Like, if you live the same life as a man, in your 40s as you did as a man in his 20s, then you have
20 years.
You know what I'm saying? So, in that aspect, in regards to like quality of life, I think, accountability and ability to reflect on what is honestly happening, right, and take accountability for like your own actions in that standard of living, then once you do that, you will actually start to see growth, happen, and then your standard of living can increase, right? So be a bit open here, is like, there were a lot of things that I was wanting to do in regards to, where we're at now, where we're network. We're dropping content, on a daily basis, things like that. But again, I wasn't doing the actual, like, I wasn't putting forth enough effort. So after a certain point of like bullshitting around, and it was a couple years in some cases, it's like trying to find the right thing. But at a certain point, it's like, okay, like, let me take a step back, try not to just exceed my fucking, like, my expectations are here, but my effort is like here. And it was like, take a look. What do you got to look at? How can you get from here and take a step here to take a step in quality? And, maybe applying that to life professionally, like people all the time. And I know Sloan, I know Dre, y'all can attest to this. And as I've gotten older, having conversation with people about like what I do and where I'm at professionally. Hey, I'm not going to stay at a job that if I don't like what I'm getting paid, I'm going to keep looking, like, getting in like TikTok lives and all this shit. Obviously Sloan and I are become more present in that, on TikTok. Sucio 217, Sucio Sloan 217, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go follow, Ahun the Shogun on TikTok, type shit. But no, it's like people's accountability, or like they're fucking blind, is like out the window, even though they say they want these things, but in the back end, it's like they have nothing in their own foundation to offer for them to be able to get that. So it's like, you expect these standards where your quality as a human being is trash, right? Well, I need a nigga to do this. I need a nigga to pay for this. I need a nigga to do So you get shithead niggas that only hear what you say you need them to do. Therefore, they bag you on bare mins, and your quality of life suffers after a certain point. Like, the shit can only stretch so far. That's what I see. Maybe that's just my standard point of view. As I got, like, nigga, I turned 40 and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm cool. I just want to be at peace. I'm happy. I want to help as many people as possible. Okay, bye. And line my pockets sometimes. That's it. I think that a lot of folks are just on some fuck shit, and whatever. You know what? Let's change it up. I got a speedball for y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on. Not cocaine. Yeah, apologize. Anyways, let's change up the pace, fellas. Got a question for you. What's the easiest you gave it up?
I gave it up off of what you doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. That you up text back in the day, shit, bitch, the door unlocked. What's up? I don't need no woman to be fancy and sweep me off my feet. Nigga, just ask if I'm up.
Yo, I don't want to sell my nigga Jermaine, because when I texted this shit to the group chat, you niggas had me crying. But I'm gonna sell my nigga Jermaine.
Oh damn.
This nigga text when now this is past, so I don't know what's happening. This is long time ago, way back in the day. He was like, went on one date and told her I needed a hug. She invited me over, fixed me a drink, then asked me have I washed my hands, because she needed to know if they were clean before they go on her. Next thing I know, she ate boneless kids. Sir. Hey, yo, boneless kids is super flagrant, but
yo.
Dre, what's yours?
Sorry, it was the boneless kids part that got me. Cause it made me
that's yo.
The boneless kids part made me think of, hold on.
Yo, because you're gonna sit there and think about it like, oh, kids would know. Oh,
that's what it made me think.
You're welcome. Once again, Sloan provides with boneless kids.
Nah, but what were you, so the easiest I ever gave it. Okay, well, listen, I was out there back in the days. Let's see. So there was this time where it's crazy. I'm still like, not like friends, but we're still like, we follow each other on social media.
Oh, nigga, but, you were about to end Blink Mafia jumping.
But anyways, we was kicking it after school. Me and this one girl when I was still in high school. We were hanging out after school, and we realized not a lot of people were in the school because everybody else was down in the theater doing the little theater rehearsal. And she was sneaking away from the theater rehearsal. She was supposed to be rehearsing her lines, but she ended up rehearsing something else. But anyway, she said she was curious as to what the boys' bathroom looked like, and I was like, well, there ain't much in there. And so she just walks in there. I walk in there, and she's like, huh, this is crazy. And I was like, yeah. She's like, you want to fuck in the stall? And I was like,
what?
Yes, I do. And yes, that I did. I was not. It did not take much convincing at all. Listen, I have always been the super Kit Kat bar that everybody wants a piece of.
Yo, beating down a milk maiden in a dookie.
No. This one was Latina. This one was spicy.
Oh, yo, that's crazy. Chicken Wrap Supreme is little bit. She was a biracial, so she was a little bit of milk sriracha. Oh my god, yo, making a Crunchwrap Supreme in a fucking stall is crazy. But I'm not gonna hold you. This is when a nigga was down, but also, you know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck. And I ain't too bad to beg. I didn't beg. She paid me a compliment and offered me a cheeseburger, and I was like, would you like some dick? And she got it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Man traded it for a cheeseburger.
Sir, that burger was it was delicious. Number one. Number two, she had some fire cat. And number three, she made me feel special.
I love it for you. You're doing
amazing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, ladies, all you got to do is just pay him a compliment. Say, what are you doing? He's going to get aroused. He's going to get excited for that.
That's only if he likes
shorts with your ass hanging out.
Okay.
Now,
so,
if you one of them night fighters that'd be like, "What you doing later on at night?" I'll be like, beating my dick and going to sleep.
Crazy.
Because you know when the cute girl be like, "What you doing tonight?" and you be like, "You if you act right." You know that's the one you see. That's the one you send the cute girl. That ugly girl, you tell that bitch the truth. You like, girl,
man, I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm finna beat my dick and go to sleep. Well, you don't have to beat your dick alone. Yeah, I do.
Yo, hey,
yeah,
yo,
this is
underrated.
Time.
That's an underrated calling card. Is when they walk by with the shorts and it's cheek city because the cheeks are hanging out and you like, all right, my interest. Game on.
Let's see. So, would you prefer easier conquest or like if you had to chase
I ain't trying to work for it.
Now, if I
need to go back in time and tell senior year me to stop wasting his time waiting on not gonna mention her name, but like waiting and spent all that time waiting. Spent all that time Reggie Bush, Heisman and other chicks away. God damn. That was that person was a mid kisser. She was a mid kisser.
Damn, that's crazy.
Mid kisser.
What's the let's flip the scenario. What's the hardest you made her work for it?
I got a PS3 out the gift, out the thing.
Dre. Hey, I'm not mad at it, bro.
Nah,
and guess what she didn't get?
What?
Penis.
Oh,
that was
Did you ever?
Let's see.
Hang on, Dre. You never closed, and she. All right.
Never even tried.
I'm talking about one that you closed with.
Oh, I thought. Look, nigga, I'm the prize. What do you mean? You said what was the most I made her wait? I mean, most I made her do. I got a PS3 out the situation. I didn't. A woman financed my PS2 and 3.
Same woman?
Nah.
Oh, I was about to be like, no, you goated, bro. Like moving up next gen console evolutions is crazy. Actually, I don't even know if that's considered next gen console. But anyways, Dre, what about yourself, sir? Toughest you made him work before you put out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like, what is the most egregious line I've ever put out?
Nigga,
to get that to happen.
Listen, just because you're trying to get your wild salt and saltine punchlines off, relax, chief. But the hardest someone there had to work was paying for the Fuzzy's taco dinner before I smashed her out while her husband watched in the corner. Sir. What?
Oh, you ain't never. I forgot I never told this story on air. Oh God.
Yeah, nigga, what we doing?
All right, so all right. So I'm at Fuzzy's Tacos. Meet up with this one like I ended up like meeting and getting to know this one couple and after like a couple of them Fuzzy Tacos margaritas because them shits hit. They hit like a Thanos punch. But anyway, I had 2 of them joints and yeah, they husband just told me that he really likes watching people have sex, and just the invitation was extended to colonize his wife's cheeks, and I did it for the ancestors. I could hear
oh, it was a white couple.
I could hear Lift Every Voice and sing.
It was a white couple.
Every stroke I hear,
hold
overcome.
Hold on, it was a white couple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
kayaking in the milk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and her husband was in the corner. Yes, the ancestors were so proud of you that day.
I heard Kendrick Lamar's King Kunta playing.
I know you heard We Shall Overcome in your ear. Look, we shall overcome.
Low, sweet chair.
That nigga looked at that white man and was like, "Hey, white man." He was like, "Yeah, this how you fuck your bitch."
No, homegirl. Oh, I felt bad because at one point the homegirl goes, "I ain't never had."
Listen, I'm not
we
gonna
obliterated that household.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Fuck him again.
I absolutely remember this story. I just will make it. I'm gonna pretend because marijuana it affects your memory, and it doesn't. But I just like it when you tell the story over again. It's hilarious.
Yo, colonized coochie for the ancestors is crazy.
Yo,
but we did it.
You gotta, but we did it. It's nuts.
Malcolm X Malcolm X and Martin were over there doing the crip walk when I'm doing it over here.
Yo, like this nigga is in the locker room after winning the Super Bowl is fucking crazy, bro.
Wanted to do a press conference after.
Yo, doing a press conference after you beat some cheats is fucking great. I'm gonna say that for later. I tell you what, hardest I made a girl work for it, and we're gonna get up out of here. She took me on vacation and paid for my tattoo.
No,
look at him winning.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the guy.
It was amazing. Flew me out. I mean, she came with her, but I didn't pay for that shit. Hey,
he was getting it.
Shout out to Courtney. And he gonna drop the name. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, she don't whatever, bro. All right, man. Listen, fellas, is there anything else we need to get to before we get the fuck up out of here? Oh my god, absolute egregiousness. No.
Why is it more common for people to root for the failures of others than the success of others?
This nigga been waiting to get this shit off. Yeah, nigga's so mad about niggas hating on Dion, which I get.
Leave him alone. No, I'm kidding. It's not even just him. It's like in general.
Oh, niggas, crabs in a bucket mentality. That's it.
Because they peanut butter and motherfucking jealous.
Oh God, nigga. Oh God, hating ass haters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas. Real talk. That's why they mamas hoes, man.
A lot of y'all niggas mamas was hoes. How you think you got here?
Straight up, bro.
A lot of y'all are showing up with ashy cooch and ashy peen energy.
I can't.
Y'all are showing up with ashy dick energy, and y'all need to fix it.
Your mama was a major thought.
I can't wait.
Some of you bitches out there too, ashy cooch energy. Yo. It's like when you get the dust knocked off your cooch, it makes that little Fairly Odd Parent sound when they granting wishes.
I will put this nigga in the penalty box right now. I swear to God. OD fucking B. Relax. God, flagrant ass foul, nigga. That's crazy. Yeah, no. Ashy dick. Sloan, where can the people find you, sir?
Not in child support court. Cause I'm out of here. Child support is a choice. Sucio Sloan 217 on all accounts. Drink water, smoke reefer, wash your ass, mind your business. Speak up, speak out. Don't let nobody silence you. If you sit down, they can't take your butt unless you want to give it to them. Fat women love you the best. Cocaine really ain't that bad in moderation. I had another one, but it'll come back to me.
Hey man, you know, all of those were bangers. Dre, where can the people find you, sir?
You can find me on IG, Dre Connor 48.
My bad. Fat women love you better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can also find me on X, _ Sir Lax-A-Lot. And you can find me on the tickety of the talkity, Sir Lax-A-Lot 48. Also, all things considered, life is what you make it. Make each day better. Also, it costs $0 to be petty, and you know how much I love free. Understand? Play in traffic, not with Dre. It's probably safer. I swear to God. But we're going to have a good time. Archers won. Life is good. 2023. We only going up. Get with us.
How this nigga spun so much positivity and then said the most flagrant ass shit. It's fucking nuts. Listen, 800 Shogun, you can find me on Facebook fan page and also on Instagram a.hun.theshogun. And then you can find me on Snapchat a.hun.theshogun and X, which I thought this nigga was about to give off fucking like new porn site name or some shit. Twitter, you know what I'm saying? A_hun_the Shogun. Listen, more than anything,
Milk now, milk forever.
Yo, watch out. Make sure that you follow the C.D.B network on Instagram or Twitter, X, one of the bitches. You know what I'm saying? That way you can stay up to date with all the pods that are dropping all throughout the week. Four Corners of Commentary, Sucio Boyz, we got Aim High, we got the Shogun Soccer Sit Down, C.D.B podcast. Oh Jesus. We also have a different angle podcast. I'm trying to I feel like Sloan now, bro, like with sponsors, just with the amount of shows that we got coming out. Fundraisers dropping, all types of shit, man. Just make sure you keep in contact with all of us, keep up to speed. Follow us on TikTok too, you know what I'm saying? Giving terrible fucking responses to One's Gotta Go. And I appreciate all y'all's responses in the comments. You niggas ain't shit, though. I said what I said. Fuck Kanye. Long live Doom. You know what I'm saying? SpongeBob, let the people know how much we appreciate them.
Thank you for your patronage.
We love y'all. This has been 107, the Sucio Boyz podcast. You dig what I'm saying? Bitch, go to therapy, okay? Also,
spread cheeks, not hate.
On that note, you know what I'm saying?
Spread a little bit of hate, too.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
Oh, yeah!
We out this bitch.